Kakadosh Boker Tov, we're just continuing with the halachot of Ben Hashemashot. Now we're going to be speaking about Eruv Tavshilim. We know that when Yom Tov is going to come out on Erev Shabbat, so we do Eruv Tavshilim, which is basically going to be whether it's the matzah or the bread with the egg, and then we come and we do the Eruv in order to permit the cooking from the Yom Tov until to the Shabbat. So here it says that on Erev Yom Tov Shechal B'Yom Shishi, says you have to do the Eruv Tavshilim before Shekiyat HaChama. However, though Bidi Avad, if it does happen that a person does not do it until Ben Hashemashot, he's allowed to do it with Ben Hashemashot, and during Ben Hashemashot, he would even do it with the Beracha, with Shem Malchut. The reason why I brought down is because the Mordechai says that just like you could do Eruvei Chatzerot with Ben Hashemashot, so too you could do Eruvei Tavshilin with Ben Hashemashot. And that's also brought down whether it's going to be in the Ramah and other places. And the reason to be Mekel is that since it's going to be Safek Rabbanan, so therefore you could be lenient in order to make a Eruv Tavshilin during Ben Hashemashot of Erev Yom Tov. The last halakha that we'll mention is to do with Hatmana. We know that there's a halakha of doing Hatmana, and we actually say in the Malikim v'tomenin u'me'arevin v'tomenin etachamin. So we just said u'me'arevin, you're allowed to do Eruv, and you're allowed to do Hatmana. So what does it mean now v'tomenin Hatmana? We know that you're allowed to insulate, but he says over here you're allowed to do insulation of a food during Ben Hashemashot as long as you're doing it with something which does not add heat. But after Tzedek HaChavim, it would be asur, even if something which does not add heat. And if it's going to be that you're going to do Hatmana with something which adds heat, then that would be asur, even if it's going to be during the day. So therefore, again, it's just a very important halakha that whenever you're doing Hatmana, which is insulating, you could only insulate with something which does not add heat. And if it's going to be insulation with something which adds heat, it becomes a problem. So therefore, what is an afkamina? For example, a hot plate. A hot plate is not called insulating because it's only on the bottom. You're not actually doing hatmana, you're not insulating. You're only putting a heat element on the bottom. But where does it start? For example, they speak about in a crock pot. So in a crock pot, there's some shitot that want to say that that's hatmana. Why is it hatmana? Because at the end of the day, the crock pot, right, on all the sides, it's going to be covered. However, though a lot of the poskim, whether it's a Shlomo Zalman or Vadia and others, all say that as long as still there's going to be some space in between the actual pot and the heating element, so therefore it's not considered hatmana, and therefore there won't be a problem of hatmana. Because if there was a problem of hatmana, you wouldn't be able to do it even on Erev Shabbat. To do hatmana was something which is going to be mosif hevel.